Hey Drew, man, appreciate you meeting me today at the Java Lounge. This is you ever been to this place?
No, sir.
No, me either, man. I met Amanda here earlier. It's brand new, pretty swanky, pretty nice.
I think they just finished building it a couple months ago.
That's right.
I appreciate you inviting me.
No sweat. The reason we do this is, you work out at the park admin building and out in the field, so a lot of our fellow employees haven't had a chance to meet you yet. So I wanted to sit down and talk to you, let them get a chance to get to know you, even if it's just through a video, at least, if that's okay with you.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with the city? Where do you work? What do you do?
I've been in Mansfield for 4 years as the athletic supervisor for Parks and Rec. I was in Arlington Parks and Rec for 12 years before that. I've been in Parks Department since I was 17, so about 18 years now. It's really all I know. It's what I love to do. Gets me engaged, keeps me moving. Something new every day. It's always challenging. So that's pretty much it. I've been in athletics pretty much my entire career. There's nothing really that surprises me. I've seen every sport. I've seen every league, every level. So
how did that happen? What was the first job opportunity you got in parks and athletics, and what made you choose it?
When I graduated high school, it was when I was 17, and I started as a seasonal in parks in Arlington as the lowest level grunt worker, just getting my feet wet, and it was a nice little shock to say the least. I thought I knew everything. I knew nothing. So, and then a year later, they promoted me to full-time, and then a position opened in athletics, and I snuck in because I love athletics. I've been playing sports my whole life, and it was just something different, just to see how it works, how everything's laid out. When I go to a Ranger game and I see them running around dragging or watering the fields, I never knew why, and now I do. So
now you do. Great. So what's your favorite part about your job?
Every day is something different. Some jobs are the same repetitive 5 things every day. Here, I can make a plan for the day and never get to that plan. Just something's always flying off. Something's always coming up. Complaints, safety issues, staffing. Especially being short-staffed here lately, I've been in the field a lot more, which I missed. I like being out in the field and just to show I still got it. Sitting in the office is not really my thing, but I have a nice balance. That's what I appreciate about the job is I have my office side, and then I can jump in the field, help the guys out, and I just still love it.
Well, that's good, man. So you planning on retiring with Mansfield?
Hopefully. I got 16 years in TMRS, so I have 16 more to go to get the full 20 in Mansfield, and I expect to do that every bit of it.
Expect to do the full 16, another 16 now?
I'll retire.
That's great. Another 16 now?
I'll retire with 32 years in TMRS and be 52.
Oh, wow. That's a nice young age to retire, man.
I hope so.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I have a question. There's a lot going on in Parks and Rec right now. Some significant investment being made in that area of the organization. So there's some significant investment being made at Skinner. Are you involved in that? Tell us a little bit about what that is. How will that change your job, if at all?
No, we're very involved. We just finished demoing the existing fences to expand the foul zones. So now we have more warm-up areas because we've had some safety concerns. There's a lot of balls being thrown around, a lot of people compacted in small areas because I think that park's over 30 years old. We're wide
for a refresh.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. We're renovating the sidewalks to make them wider. We're getting more ADA certified just because it wasn't just back then. And I think the league built it. The association had a big hand. But no, we're building brand new restrooms. We're renovating the concession stands. The entryway will have a home plate shaped drop-off pickup point with a baseball kind of a circular plaza, just to kind of just really incorporate the baseball feel. Nice stone pillars, new fencing, leading up to this nice brand new building. And the way it affects my job is it puts us more on the map, more high profile, more attention to detail, which I'm excited for, just for that opportunity, that next challenge of, we've been taking care of this park at a certain level for so many years now. We have to step it up to a whole nother level that we've never experienced because it's all brand new. And I haven't been a part of a renovation like this ever, really. It's $1 million plus. Like I said, brand new buildings, brand new concessions. The league is excited. My staff is excited. And just with everything going on in the city and my department specifically, it's just going with the feel of growing and expanding and just really upping our standards.
I'm excited for the public. I know they've wanted to see this for a long time. I'm excited and proud of the council for, committing those dollars to make that happen. I'm really happy for you guys getting to work on a top-notch facility. Great place to come to work every day.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So there's only one question that I asked you to prepare for today. The rest of it would just kind of be off the cuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I noticed you taking that drink now. So if I were to ask you, what is True North to you? What would you say?
Other than the paycheck to support my family, it's my motivation is my wife and the building of our family. We're trying to have kids. It's been a tough 4 years, but we're almost to the end of the road. And Mansfield, I think Troy told me that starting next year, you're going to have some kind of assistance for fertility that I'm looking forward to taking advantage of. When me and my wife, before we got engaged, she never pressured me. She just always, what do you want? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself? Because I was a crew leader in Arlington, and I was happy. I was content, but I was killing myself for no reason. And then Mansfield showed up, and I owed it to her to try to venture out and do something new. And not only did I do a new position, but a new city, new coworkers, new everything. So it was very different for me, especially being in Arlington where I was comfortable for almost 12, 13 years. So, but no, my True North is just, taking care of her, my responsibilities. I want to keep moving up as much as I can. Trying to get back into school. Just continue to grow. I just turned 35, so it's
Personal, professional growth.
Yes, sir.
So we actually owe you a debt of gratitude for something you just mentioned. You participate in the quarterly meeting that we have with all supervisors. You come and attend that. And one of the reasons we wanted to do that is we wanted to make sure that, the management team was staying in touch, especially me. Now that I'm up in this office, I don't get to spend as much time with the blue collar folks as I'd love to. That's where my real passion is.
Yes.
But we wanted to make sure we were staying in touch with you guys, and you guys have got an opportunity to stay in touch with us. And we ask questions. Like, hey, what's important to you? What would be of value to you? And I think you're one of the ones that stepped up and said, we don't have fertility treatments in our plan. It would be nice if we could look into that. And as a result of that, this year we'll be adding that to the plan. So we owe you a debt of gratitude for that. Thank you for being willing to share your story. That helps. And I think you're a pretty big, imposing guy, and for you to share that story makes it easier for others to share the story as well. So
I appreciate, like I said, since I've been here for 4 years, it's always, what can we do for you? What can we do for you? And I've never experienced that before. Arlington was okay, but it was, it was a rhetorical question sometimes. And here it's literally, what can we do? And then whether you can do it or not, but you still look into it, you research, and that's what I appreciate the most. It's just that above and beyond effort management from top to bottom gives everybody. So
I'm glad that's your experience here. And I'm familiar with when you're sick and somebody says, hey, well, just let me know what I can do for you. Sometimes you got to call their bluff and say, I need my lawn mowed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to call their bluff. Sometimes you got to say, we're missing this in our benefit plan. Can we consider that? So I'm glad we were able to step up for you. I'm glad you took the time to come and meet with me today. I appreciate it.
No, every time I get a chance to talk to you face to face, I always appreciate it because, like you said, every time I get a chance to talk to you face to face, I always appreciate it because, like you said, from your level to my level, there's natural disconnect, but I appreciate it.
Just different titles, man. That's it. We're all in different puzzle pieces in the same puzzle. We just work in different buildings, but just like you, I started at the entry level position here too, so my heart's always there with all you guys that did.
Again, when I learned that about you when I started, I appreciated it more. Was he actually knows what he's talking about? It's not some guy always been management level, never seen what we go through, especially starting from the seasonal when I was 17, and I mean you're thrown into everything, and especially being from water, I imagine the same thing. So
I appreciate
the water part was the easy part. It was the other part that was terrible.
Yes.
Man, thank you so much for meeting me here today. I appreciate it. All right, man. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.